Well, Merry Christmas to you, whoever you are. You might be a regular in this place, or you might be wondering just what you're doing in a church. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what winding path or what strange star you followed to this place tonight. Whether it was mere happenstance or divine appointment, a lot of things had to come into place to get you here tonight. And so this place is for you, and you are most welcome. Merry Christmas to you wherever you are, for you might be joining our live broadcast from a home down the street, or you might be watching from California or from Cameroon. It doesn't matter what place you claim in this big world. Even if, like Mary and Joseph, you have been pushed to the margins of this world because of your poverty, or your age, or body type, or race, or class, or creed, or gender identity, or sexual orientation, or whatever else has gotten you marginalized. There's room for you out here at the stable, if you're humble enough to accept it. And even if you're a little proud and you don't want to do it, come anyway. For humility and simplicity bring freedom to everyone who chooses them. And Merry Christmas whenever you are, because you might be watching this video in some future that those of us in this room haven't seen yet, and that some of us might not get to see. Christmas transcends the illusion of time, and it speaks to something timeless in each of us, and causes us to brush up against a mystery that we call eternity. The gentle strength of this night will be yours long after the candles have been extinguished and the organ notes have faded and the last amen has fallen silent. Christmas is eternal because it calls us back to those things that matter in a human life. Like what? Things like giving, things like receiving, things like singing, things like gathering together, things like putting aside our identities and our tasks and our busyness and our egos to just be, to just stand in awe. Christmas calls us back to eternal things, like the innocence of a child and the hope that that innocence might save us all. It calls us back to things like making loud songs of hope into the most silent of nights, and raising a light, however small, against the world's great darkness. Christmas comes predictably. It's always the same. In this room, it comes with the same songs, the same readings, the same rituals. It comes with a sameness that would get kind of old in most other areas of our life. It might try our patience, and yet its old familiarity is part of its power. Christmas gives us a way to know things that only story and song can tell. It speaks the universal human language of longing, of desire, of yearning, of wanting something that we don't have yet, and of how those desires are met in hope, peace, joy, and love. Santa looked at the little girl on his lap and he said, "What would you like for Christmas, sweetheart?" The child gasped with horror and asked, "Did you not see my text?" We needed just a touch of humor. What do you want for Christmas this year? We all hope for the things that are mentioned in this ancient story, that our world's brooding, ugly silences might be met with an angelic song, interrupted by angels' voices. We all hope that a childlike innocence might be enough to save us all. We all hope that the divine life could come and live in us, in our flesh, if only for a time, that there would be peace on earth and goodwill. Peace between the left and the right, peace in Ukraine, peace for the innocent civilians of Gaza. We hope for more than words. We want words and fleshed. The Word was the life, and that life was the light of all people. Wherever there is life, God is there. Wherever the light of conscience whispers its wisdom to our souls, God is there. When you hold your small candle up against a darkened church later tonight, in just a few moments, remember, the life and the light in you is what this world needs, and they're enough. The fact that you live and breathe like me is reason enough for me to love you. And the fact that I am going to die like you is reason enough for you to love me. The happy miracle of life itself has all goodness and truth and beauty that we need. It's reason enough for us to cherish these days that we've been given, as troubled as they are, and to live them with kindness and with goodwill. Whoever you are, wherever you are, wherever you're going, whenever your hour might be, your life is good. It's beautiful, and it is meant to be a blessing to this world. Your Christmas gift to the world is to be life and light. How you're going to do that, I'm not going to tell you, but it will become clear to you when the moment arises. What came into being through the Word was life, and that life was the light of all people. And the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness cannot extinguish the light. Amen.